first edition of the Jeff Nunn Real Estate Show. Over the next coming weeks, you're going to see a series of videos that I will be creating to help our real estate agents build a better business. Things we're going to talk about will be timely topics on how we go about listing a home, how we service buyers, how we develop a business plan, so on and so forth. Today, I just want to spend a minute talking about what we've developed here in the La Jolla office for Coldwell Banker and what we call our 5-step listing conversation. Today, I want to talk a little bit about step 1. Now, most agents are still doing what I call a throwback to the 80s when they go and take a look at a home prior to trying to determine the value of it. And they go out, they make a few notes, don't get too much information, and then they think they're ready to go price the home. Well, in the era of big data, we have a system here which we call the personal home assessment. Now, what exactly is a personal home assessment versus just coming out to take a look at the home? Well, it takes more work on behalf of our agents, but it's a deep dive into a number of areas of the home. For example, our agents will do the agent visual inspection disclosure, which is a required form prior to even coming close to being able to put a value on the property. Second, they will get the transfer disclosure statement and the seller property questionnaire done as well, because in those forms, again, most agents don't get those forms filled out from their clients until they open escrow. By then it's too late, because contained in those forms is information regarding the pluses and minuses and the bells and whistles that a home has. Now, that begs the question, how can an agent properly price a home without that information? They can't, yet many agents still do. The other problem with doing it the old way is there are things which we will discover about the condition of the home which could alert a buyer as to, did we make the right decision to buy this home? Oh my gosh, it needs so much work. It's overwhelming for us. We're going to exercise our right to cancel, which costs the seller money. Now, what we do is we're going to go through these two forms, the transfer disclosure statement and the seller property questionnaire, and we're going to have a discussion with our sellers about should we be fixing some of these items before the inspector gets out, therefore saving our seller a lot of money, because as you know, a $100 repair that a seller makes, a buyer sees it as $500 or $1,000. And then when they get their inspection report and it shows 30 or 40 items, and they're thinking about it before they remove their request for repairs or submit their request for repairs, they're getting a little nervous. Now think of a world in which most of those items have been addressed, so when the physical home inspection is done, there's just a few items on there. Does that save our sellers money? Absolutely. Does it reduce the cancellation rate of an escrow? Well, let me tell you this. In our office this past year, I've calculated the numbers. Our cancellation rate is between 5 and 8% versus the industry average of about 25%. Does that save our sellers money? Absolutely. So that's just one tip I'm going to share with you today. It's step 1 of our 5-step listing process that we engage with our sellers to help them sell their homes faster and for more money. I hope you found this helpful. I'm looking forward to next week's edition, and until then, go sell some houses. Thank you.